Hey guys, Kevin here from ChangeWorks Interactive. The last time that we had a chance to talk, we talked a little about what is important as we sort of venture into this new economy. Today's module number 2, touches on an important theme, and that theme is knowing yourself. One of the authors that I really enjoy is an author by the name of Daniel Pink. And Daniel Pink does a lot of research on motivation in a business context, and talk to us a lot about that 3 elements are really needed when we're looking at motivation, and that's mastery, autonomy, and purpose. And this module touches on some of those themes certainly. Malcolm Knowles, for example, when it comes to adult learning and education, told us that there's 6 motivational factors that adults really need to take a look at and realize when they're looking at learning new material, for example, or learning something new, or going through change. The social relationships that we have, the external ones that we have as well, the interests that we have, the cognitive interests, the curiosity that we have, whether it could provide us with personal advancement. Maybe there's some level of escape that we learn something or change in a way too, and whether it provides some kind of social welfare as well. Gardner in 1983 brought us the notion of multiple intelligences, and I think what's important about multiple intelligence is that somebody, no matter who you are, whether you're working on the shop floor, whether you're the CEO of a company, there are intelligences that we all have. And that's great for somebody that's a student, and it's also great for somebody that might be navigating what their career looks like, whether that's linguistic, or whether they love nature, whether they are logical, mathematical, intrapersonal, they can connect with people. It's taking an inventory of those things and saying, hey, you know what, I'm pretty good at this, or I want to develop that skill a little bit further. Other factors that we know contribute to self-awareness are things like our emotional intelligence, which is really important. I touched on this last module as well, is the fears, recognizing what we fear and what we worry about and processing those. Positive reinforcement, the idea of cueing. We're cued to certain things, or we could be primed to certain things. And whether or not we have, and this is the research of Carol Dweck, is the development of a growth mindset. Are we static, or do we feel like we can move on from whatever circumstances we have in our lives? Some helpful tools that we like to use along the way, examples of helpful tools that we like to use are things like the strong interest inventory that was developed by a researcher by the name of Holland. We like to learn a little bit more about the interests that we have. Another one is Myers-Briggs, which is a very widely used assessment that looks at our personality type, which has implications for relationships that we have, what kind of careers that we go into. Also a very helpful tool that we use at ChangeWorks as well. We want to look at what those core values are that we have, because we know that when we identify those core values, that really helps us with our goal setting. It's fundamental. It's a way for us to measure meaning. It's an important part of goal setting, as I mentioned, and it can give us some clarity, some validation, and hope that things can get better. We really want to know ourselves, right? That's what this module is all about. And some important questions that we may want to ask ourselves is, how might that personality type influence our career decisions? What types of careers fit nicely into this personality type? And a question for you might be, have you clarified what those career or those life values are in your journey? And let's give some more thought to setting ourselves up for some goal attainment in the future. So that's a summary of that module 2, knowing yourself. Again, I invite you to follow us on those major platforms. Have a great day. Thank you.